This video is dedicated to the 2 subscribers who suggested I watch this film and do a review of it for this October Halloween month. House LLC is the type of horror film that I've not seen in many years, and the reason is because ever since I've gotten into Lovecraftian horror, that's been my thing almost exclusively. I've become a horror snob. I've become horror Frasier, sipping my sherry and reading my Lovecraft books in my penthouse high above the streets, sticking my nose up to most other horror. But I was wrong, and thanks to these 2 subscribers for convincing me, I've gone and watched all 3 films in the House LLC series, and now I'm a fan of the series somewhat. But we'll only be looking at the first film today. House LLC is a found footage film which starts out full blast with people running away screaming from a haunted house attraction and news reports of mass casualties. Then we go back in time to before this event to see a group of friends deciding to set up a haunted house attraction in the fictional area of Abaddon, New York, and shows them documenting the whole process. It seems they've got a pretty good deal on the abandoned hotel they're using, as it came pre-installed with a lot of fucked up looking dolls, clowns, disturbing graffiti, occult items, and so on. And as expected, and this is no real spoiler, it really is haunted by spirits. Slowly the encounters with the eerie events become more and more intense until it develops into full-on violence. Some of the characters seem to become almost catatonic from the encounters. Of course, it's not just jump scare after jump scare, and thankfully jump scares are not jammed into this film like a coked up James Wan late night in the editing studio like he would have done. Jump scares are pretty much the lowest form of horror, if you ask me. A narrative does build itself up, and I read online that one should watch the unrated or uncut version of this film, as the regular version cut out a somewhat vital scene of dialogue for whatever reason. And even more so, you should see all 3 films because they all were made by the same writer-director, Stephen Cognetti, and he made the series with the big picture in mind, if you understand. Essentially, we're dealing with, in this film, a satanic cult hungry for souls and what seemed to me to be a portal to hell. So, you've seen 100 found footage films, right? So what's special here? Firstly, there is a sense of realism about it all that I found lacking in other films like Paranormal Activity. Apparently the house, as shown in the film, was rarely in real life an old hotel called the Waldorf Estate, and now is rarely in real life a haunted house attraction. You go to the website of the haunted house attraction and allows you to see a biography of the place.
That was real? I thought it was bullshit.
Combine this with the fact that the scenes in the film feature news reports and interviews which are really well done, and as a result there is a great sense of realism about the whole thing, so much so that people are googling to see what's what, if it's real or legit or what. That's like back in the Blair Witch days when people thought it was legit because it was a genre first at the time. I almost fell for it, but hey, I was like 13 at the time. The sets are also never boring to watch. That's like one thing for me. In a Blair Witch film, you just see a lot of trees. You watch Paranormal Activity, that's the genre's big dog lately, isn't it? It's boring as hell to watch, oh look, it's an upper suburban middle class home. Oh, a pan fell down. Oh, the door moved. Oh, fascinating. Here, well, it's a legit haunted house attraction built into a legit abandoned hotel. Visually, it's never boring, and you are constantly scanning the scenes that you are watching on the screen for threats. Sure, some clowns are just dummy clowns, but which ones are more? You're essentially viewing an attraction designed in real life to freak you out, and that people pay real life money to see. The cast have a natural chemistry with each other, and that helps. They're a bit retarded sometimes, but hey, it's a horror film. Jump scares are not cheap, like when it's actually just birds or some shit. Oh, suddenly the birds, come on. And when it's time to be afraid of something on screen, it's not often that you hear this, like, bang, oh, there's the jump scare. It's not really done like that. And that's really a big bonus for me, and it makes me respect the filmmakers so much more. All in all, I'll probably rewatch this film one day, and isn't that just a testament to a film being good? I'll give this film a solid 4 out of 5 stars.